Hi guys, I'm Sajjan Jaiveer.
And I am Puridin.
We're joining from the Senanayake College, ready to bring you something new, something special, something you all have been eagerly waiting for since last March.
Joining today, we have the present president of the All Boys Association of the Senanayake College, Mayura, and the chairperson of Psychoparade 2025, Ahamed.
We're ready to talk about Psychoparade 2025. Over the past few months, past 2 3 months, we've been witnessing several school parades. But I feel like we missed something. We missed the best, the biggest, the most anticipated parade. As the chairperson, what do you think? What are we going to bring this time?
I think Senanayake College does the biggest parade, if I'm not mistaken. So you would witness on 26th what is the parade, what's the parade about. Psychoparade is one of the historious parade in DSNI College, and it's also bringing the momentum of DSNI, all boys being there to witness and to gather, and we have a culture of parade culture, which is the biggest and the most, we would say, දිගම ලොකුම පැරඩ් එකට වඩා හොඳම පැරඩ් එක DSA එන් කරන්නේ බලන්න පුළුවන් එදාට 26 එන්න අනිවාර්යෙන්.
Moving on to Mayura. You have been the president of the All Boys Association for more than 2 years, and as one of the most senior members, what laid the foundation for the Psychoparade?
Thank you, Miley, for having us here. The history, you're asking about the history, right?
Yes, sir.
So the history goes back to 2009. So where was the president was Veeramanaya. Then the general secretary was Rajiv Pereira. So he initiated this parade in 2009. It was not named anything. It was just a cycle cycle parade that we had. So in 2009, it was a day that we had the big match, but the college, they had the term test. So at the mindset, it was to take the children out to go to the big match. So then the parade concept came out. That time there was a Mali called Rukshan Senadira. So he is the one who helped Rajiv at that time to get the children Malila Elliot Aragana. So we had just a normal parade, and it was a success. So since it became a success in 2009, when Sudat Mendizaya was the president, we officially launched a parade concept. So in that time, we named it because they wanted to have like the OBA and the Malilas who was organizing it wanted to have a novelty, like sort of a difference between DS and other school. So rather than saying it's a cycle parade, the name Psycho came out. So that was actually proposed by there was a Mali called Yasit Vijay Singh. The concept is his. So then that was the birth of Psychoparade.
So now
In 2010, it became official. So since then, it was happening every year.
So now the Psychoparade has already become a trademark.
It's a brand. It's a brand.
So since 2009 up to now 2026, we have done more than 10 parades, I think.
Yes.
So about that progress, as the president of the All Boys Association, what are your views on that?
Well, every year we grew. Every year we had a novelty, like we had a concept. Not that just having a parade. Each and every parade in every year had a concept. So the parade was organized in par with that concept. So I would say every year it grew. So this year we have chosen a totally different concept and a parade theme. That's called Mafia.
It's a mafia thing.
It's a Mafia theme.
What about the scale of the evolution during the past years?
Scale of the evolution, if you say Mali, if you start from zero, now we have reached 1,000.
Talking about the scale, we are not doing just in Sri Lanka, but globally as well.
Yes.
What do you think?
So, Mali, I think I would say that DS, like we are the first OB or the school that the concept of having parades overseas, that was launched by us, right?
Yeah.
So this year, like we had Australia, we had parades, and New Zealand, then we had the UAE, then we had Japan, and UK is to be happen, USA is to be happen,
And Canada is also.
Canada is also.
So we have come a long way since its
Yes.
inception.
Yeah, I would also add to it like the reason to have worldwide parades. People might out of school might think, why are we having the parade in overseas when we have it in like the big matches happen in Sri Lanka? So that's a question I think. So I would give an answer for it is there are people who would like not able to come to visit Sri Lanka for the big match, right? So there is a gang of like all the Senanayakes where they can gather on that specific day. So they introduce it like saying, okay, let's do a parade, which means worldwide Psychoparade. So which from last year it started to be like very published to everyone, and because it started back in 2019 and 18, I'm not too sure, but let me just give from my idea is they had it from 2018 from Aussie. They started in Australia, where the Psychoparade they got along, and so I can just name few people: Dilshan Ayya, Kamesh Ayya, Ashab Ayya. There are many more people, and also Yasit Ayya is also one of the person. He also sponsored this year's parade. So he is a person who started this parade also, Psychoparade, and he's still been with us in worldwide style. So that's there. And first time we did in UAE this year. So it's growing actually. So I would say thanks for all those people who's doing this. I mean, it's like a for them it's something like the I would say second home, right? School. So still they have that feeling. ඒ ගැම්ම තාම තියෙනවා. ඒ මොරාල් එකක් තියෙනවා. So we are still there. Even I was done with my A-levels in 2020, but still we have the gang. So it's just not the Psychoparade, it's also a team of Psychoparade. Because of the team, we are growing. Every year we are growing. So yeah.
We work with everyone, right? Because of the culture we have, Ayyamalli concept.
Yes.
We can expand
Yes.
very fast.
So that's what worldwide is also expanding so fast, I would say.
And Mali, other thing I would I would say one thing, like a lot of people have talk about the name, that why we call it psycho. So different people have different views and ideas on it. But for us, it's a brand. So we have brand our parade as Psycho Parade. So it's just a brand name.
It doesn't have any kind of specific meaning.
Nothing.
Idea.
It's just a brand. It's just a brand name. Idea of Yasid Mali.
Talking about the history, I'd like to ask Ahamed a small question. When did you join the parade committee for the first time?
So I would say, so he's not there with us, so Dinukaya. So when Dinukaya was organizing the parade, I joined the committee. So I didn't know, like, I have been to parades, not that I have had the experience how to organize it and stuff. So Dinukaya guide us, like assist us how to work and everything. And then there were like few seniors, Danizaya, I'll say those names, and so many people. So they taught us how to work. And when it comes to parade, main is deco. So deco එකේ අපි කරන වැඩ ඒ කට්ටියත් එක්ක ඉන්න ගත කරන වෙලාව අයියලා මල්ලිලා එක්ක it's really nice. So they give their experience, and they'll teach us okay do this part. And ඒ වගේ ඔක්කොම ඒවා gather වෙන තැනක් තමයි ඒක. So that has been made our bond. So that's the reason the Psychoparade is in this level. So it's still growing, and this year we have so many sponsors. Like it's the first time I would say. So it's growing. So I would say, like when it comes to the past, the way it was, and now it's growing in a next level. So yeah, that's it.
So back then you were just a committee member, and
Yeah.
now you have come a long way as the chairperson of Psychoparade
Yes.
2025. So in few weeks, on 26th of April, we are going to have the Psychoparade 2025. So what are the new initiatives we have taken in this year, and how about the preparations for the 2025 Psychoparade?
So the parody is not like it doesn't come from me. It comes from my team, the Psychoparade committee. They're really doing a good job. Even this year we have done a shoot, like a video shoot, which was like done with all the classic vehicles and so many. It's really new. So basically, previously what we do is like we have a song. So parade launch, there will be a song, and something different was happened this year. Yet more to come. අලුත් දේවල් එනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ පාර පැරඩ් එකේ DJ lineup එකත් වෙනස්, and even the agenda එකත් වෙනස්. ඒ කියන්නේ timings වෙනස්, and DJ lineup එක තියෙනවා. international artist කෙනෙක් play කරනවා. So එකක් DS එකේම set එකක් play කරනවා. So it's going to be different. Let's see how it goes. Be there on 26. So yeah.
I'd like to ask a small question. So you've been in the parade committee for a long time.
Yeah.
So apart from the friendships you've built, what did you get from the parade committee?
I would say experience because back in school days I had leadership skills. So I think I wanted to do a parade. Like I wanted to be the chairperson and have a team. So I had those leadership skills. Then I thought, why wouldn't I just take it up? And there was challenges because back in 2000 after 2020 there was no parade because of the pandemic, and then we had several issues, economic crisis and everything. And so that's the reason we had a gap and started the parade last year, which was done by Chamal Kai and the team and Binurai as well. So they bought back the Psychoparade. So we were a backbone for them to help it out. And then this year I got it, and I have a solid team, which is making me more සිංහලෙන්ම කියනවන මොරල්ලයක් ගන්න මටත් වැඩ කරන්න මාරම ගැම්මක් ගන්න ටීම් එකක් ඉන්නවා. සෝ ඒකින්ද හැමෝම තියාගෙන මැච් එකක් ගාගෙන යනවා. 26 ලොකුම දෙයක් කරන්න බලනවා අපි ලංකාවේ.
Mayura, you are the present president of the All Boys Association, and the Psychoparade is organized by the All Boys Association. So how do you see this Psychoparade 2025? What are the preparations and the contributions of the All Boys Association as the senior board?
As we have done in the past, Mali, everything is looked after by the association, finances, and the guidance. So this year, Ahmed Mali and the team, they have got some sponsors. So they, I think, brought about over millions of rupees into this. So thank you, Mali, for that. Otherwise, the whole cost is coming on our head. So this year, it would be totally a different thing, Mali. So a novel thing, experience it.
So let's talk about the global parade as well. I'll stop you right there. Let's talk about the global parade with Ahamed a bit. So you said we started the global parade in around 2018 and 19. And last year as well, we had the global parade in about 5 countries or 4 countries, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And this year we have expanded it.
Yes.
So what are the challenges you had to face?
All right. So let me just explain on it. So back in 2018-19, I'm not too sure, and I'm not 100% sure. But Australia, they started the Psychopar thing, and they made a video after movie that made a viral thing, which means a morale for the others as well, other country people as well. So there where it started. And last year, myself and a few others, we planned, let's organize this with a with a with the seniors. Let's talk to them and see how we can do, in which countries we can do it. And last year they started in Canada, which means Australia was already done because Australia we had the connection and we did in Australia. Last year we did in Canada, and also as well last year in Japan as well they did the parade, and also in New Zealand. So those were the 4 countries, and additionally this year there have been UAE been added, and also like for this year we have done the parades in Australia and New Zealand and Dubai. For the first time in Dubai, they did it in the what do you call this, desert. So desert. So in desert they had done the video. So it's really a nice thing, and even the crowd was massive at that place. And also we are doing the Canada parade. So it's coming on next week, and those are the parades were held for now. So we had some challenges in other countries actually. So USA, they faced this. I think there's some economic crisis and things are going on. So because of that, the parade was a bit hold, but they might do a parade. We are waiting for their response. So yeah, and that's for it at the moment. So yeah.
We saw some after movies and some clips you held in other countries as well. Shall we mention about who helped you and who held the leadership when you were organizing the parades in other countries?
All right, yeah. Let me why did I mention that? So yeah, on Australia, Kamesh Shaya was handling, and he was totally looking after the parade. And when it comes to New Zealand, Samir Iyer is also in Sri Lanka now. I would definitely like to have him at the moment, but unfortunately he's on that. I mean, he's on vacations or something. So, and then when it comes to Canada, Ashana is organizing the parade, and it's still going on. And Dubai, The Dubai Parade was organized by Tishanaya and his team. He really supported us, and he organized it in a big scale. Actually, in desert, I don't like any other schools can do that, but DS did it. So every I think Dubai has the big match season also. Even other schools organize it, but Psychoparade was done by Dubai, and I really appreciate Tishanaya for organizing it. So yeah.
So, how about the committee who have this year, and how about their contributions towards the success so far?
All right, so the committee and also we actually launched a website. I would say I just want to remember. I just remembered that. So that was a partnership with one of our school. Uh, Last year, the AL batch they actually did that website. They created the website. So I think it's Anupamalli and Udulamalli. I think you all even can go visit. So they helped us to do the website, and it's really a attractive thing, even for the sponsors, even for the students that the current students and the all boys. They actually can go through the website and see what's the progress and when is it happening and the agenda, the map, how is it going to work, and what are the DJ artist lineup. So yeah, I just wanted to mention on that. And as well, I think Govindu asked me about the committee. So committee, actually, because of the committee only that we have come so far away, organizing worldwide and actually having those I would say advanced, I think, production level videos and the PR. And because of those people, I have been I have been come to this level. I mean, we have done so much at the moment, and definitely because of the committee only that we have come to this level. I would definitely mention on that part. And also, I would say one thing: before the Psychoparade, the committee isn't so huge, but this time we have around 50 plus people. It's actually the reason also is after the pandemic around we skipped around 5 years of the parade, right? So we wanted like basically how the Psychoparade and the chairpersons become like how they come is after A level, the after A levels, that batch will be organizing the next year parade. For example, if 2018 people did their A levels, that batch will be organized at 2019 A level, 2019 Psychoparade. So that's how it works. But after I think 2019 we had the last parade, and 20, 21, 22 till 22 we didn't have a parade, and that's the reason from 2024 we started the Psychoparade. So which means there was a gap, right? So we wanted to give that experience to those others as well. So that's the main reason it was built up to that level. So yeah.
So just like that, till 2020, just as you mentioned, we did Psychopaths, and there was a gap because of the pandemic. And then in 2023 as well, we did a parade, but that wasn't named Psychopath. What's the reason behind it?
Yeah, the reason for it is actually when it comes to 2023, there was a economic crisis, and as well as there was a fuel problem in Sri Lanka. And when we do a parade, it's not going to be nice for the audience and for others as well. And so we bought it up as mini motorcade, and main reason was we didn't have a much of time to organize Psychoparade as well, because Psychoparade is a brand, right? So we have to do it in a large scale, and the PR and everything it take time. So we had to organize it in 2 weeks. But we thought of, okay, let's bring it up mini motorcade, something different, and it's also something different, and where we can gather more audience as well. So that's the reason it became mini motorcade. And then as well we started the Psychoparade last year. So yeah.
Am I right? So usually the parade falls at the last day of the big match, but this year it's a different thing. We are going before the big match is take place. So what's the reason behind it?
Well, there are two reasons. The main reason is the elections. So before the elections, you cannot have, like, there is a restriction of 72 hours. So before 72 hours and after, you cannot have a rally. So that was the main reason. Then the next, after the big match, is a Vesak. So that's why we didn't want to do it like, some people might take it as offense, like just day before Vesak that you are having a parade and a show. after party, and then when it comes to the elections, you are not supposed to have rallies. So that was the reason that we had to bring it forward.
Yeah. So I'll ask you the same question. You have a question? Okay, I'll ask the question. So I'll ask you the same question. As the president of the All Boys Association, you have witnessed many parades. And so what do you think about this year's parade, to finish things off?
Only I have seen parade since its inception in 2009. So every year it's growing. So this year we have come to a peak level. So definitely next year it will grow much more. That's Psychopar.
Strong words.
Ahmed, yes. So you have mentioned so many things that are going to happen on 26th. You said a DJ lineup, and we have some international DJs as well. So what would be the day plan on the 26th of April?
All right. Okay, let me mention that part as well. So, which means we are planning something different, right? So, on the same day, there are several schools doing the parades as well. So, I would definitely say Psychoparade is going to be different, but we have the agenda at the moment. It will be published for you all very soon, and the morning 9 a.m. we are going to start the Psychoparade. The Psychoparade morning, it's going to be the motor show at school. From 9 a.m. onwards, we are going to have a motor show where there are high class vehicles. All the students, current students, can go like have a look of the vehicle, and like experience, just get to know about the vehicle. There are people who might current students into automobile. They would love to study about vehicles. So we thought like studies is school, right? So like when it comes to school, you have to study something, right? So we thought, okay, let's bring extra thing. They can go study about the vehicles also. And after that words, we have a stunt show, which means like few burnouts and stuff will be happening in school. And afterwards, at around 12:30, we'll be starting up the lineup where all the vehicles come gathered, and the truck will be placed, and all those will be happening. And after 1:30, we are going to start the parade, which means the Psychoparade 2025 is going to officially start from the DSNI College main gate at 1:30 p.m. So after that, we are going to take on towards PMICH and Bauda Lokomavata, and we'll be turning from Bambalapiti Junction towards Kolpiti, and to Kolpiti, the called Liberty Plaza. So from Liberty Plaza, we are going ahead to Public Library, and from Public Library, we are going to take left, which means the Green Path. As you all know, it's Green Path. So from Green Path, we are going to stop the truck, which is for the first time the Psychoparade is being organized. We'll be closing. We have actually, have so many plans. So we are going to take the Green Path Street and make it the biggest street festival as well, and as well as with the DJ lineups as well. So as I mentioned, international DJs. Noisy Projects. As you all know, his Noisy Projects is Radit. So he did his A-levels in 2012 from DSNI College, and he's in an international level. So we are actually getting him down for the parade this time, as for the first time in Psychoparade history as well. And we have many more DJ artists. I would say Lidan, Isse, and Chatushka. So all those, I would say Lidan is one of the Maldives, and all the other ILRs is going to be there that day. So be there on 26th.
So Mali, Mali, one small thing before we wind up. So we have to be thankful for those who started the parade, especially Rajivaya, the then President Veeramanaya, and then Rukshan Mali and his team for volunteering in 2009, boycotting the exam on that day, and walking out from the section, which is A-level science, and getting the people, the students and the Malilas, and starting this parade. And when it comes to Psychoparade, like when it comes to branding of it, like we have one legend in Fast and Furious who's Paul Walker. So here is Zinuka Mali and Venura. So like we have to be grateful for them for taking this parade to this level. And for all those people who have been supportive, all the past presidents who have been organizing these parades, and the teams that the chairpersons and their supporting team, and Ahamed Mali and his team, and all the sponsors who have helped us this time, the school, the police, Colombo Municipal Council, and whoever who has helped us in many ways. So very much thankful for them for making this a success this year. Sorry about my voice because I'm having a sore throat.
So finally, thank you very much, the present president of Volleyball Association of Senanayake College, Mayura, and of course the chairperson of Psychoparade 2025, Ahamed, for joining with us today with this podcast to share your experiences, share your thoughts and ideas. This will be a very great opportunity to the future successes of Senanayake College.
Since its inception in 1967, we have come a long way, and in 2009, 2010, we marked a milestone. We marked a turning point for our alma mater by organizing a parade for the first time for the Senanayake College, and we really like to extend our deepest gratitude to each and every one of them. And now, dear Senanayake College, the Psychoparade is not limited just to this island, just to Sri Lanka, but also expanded worldwide in other countries as well. So just like I'd like to say, Psychoparade is the biggest parade. Psychoparade is the best parade. The biggest parade will be happening in Sri Lanka, steering right in front of the Senanayake College from 9 a.m. onwards on 26th April. See you guys there. So enjoy. And as Amadaya said, you can learn something new, not just beyond enjoy. You can learn something new, you can gather knowledge, you can expand your knowledge. So Psychoparade 2025 is indeed the best, the biggest, and something extraordinary.
And you experience the brotherhood.
Indeed, the Ayamali concept.
Yes. Exactly.
We are never going to forget that. With that culture, we are going to go to the top. So just like that, we are winding up this friendly discussion, the podcast. We got to know about the history of Psychoparade, many more things. So just like that, Psychoparade is not just limited to Sri Lanka, not just limited to this island, but is expanded globally, expanded worldwide. So with that, thereby the Psychoparade indeed is the best, the biggest, the most anticipated school parade ever hosted by a Sri Lankan school indeed. So, good day.
So Dons, see you on the 26th, right in front of the Senanayake College.
From 9 a.m. onwards.